Welcome to my views and news. Four news stories, two from Tigray. First one is about Mekelle to Addis Ababa air travel. Flights are not available. And secondly, fuel is entering Tigray. Good news for Tigrayans. Thirdly, Ethiopian government today appointed state minister for foreign affairs. Does it mean that Getachew isn't going to be the foreign minister of Ethiopia? Thirdly, we have a new story about resumption of tensions in East Valaga, where more than 2 weeks ago, dozens were killed in ethnic violence. Once again, reports are coming in from East Valaga about Oromo-Amhara ethnic tensions. And lastly, Eritrea, which has one of the largest sulfate of potash reserves. But for years, extraction a company has been working on extraction. This company has now sold its shares to another company. Details for you. Firstly, viewers, Tigray region. Are any flights from Mekelle to Addis Ababa available if you want to buy a ticket? Just now, I checked Ethiopian Airlines website. So for one-way ticket from Mekelle to Addis Ababa, no flights available. No flights in January, no flights in February, no flights in March, no flights in April. All are booked, or you can say that booking has been closed. Two-way ticket from Mekelle to Addis Ababa to Mekelle, again sold out. January, February, sold out. It means that if you want to travel from Mekelle to Addis Ababa, there are no flights available. And we are receiving unconfirmed reports that flights from Mekelle to Addis Ababa could be suspended. Those who have bought tickets might not be able to fly as well. And those who want to buy tickets, no tickets available in coming months. Why? Because Addis Ababa does not want to have lots of Tigrayans. Addis Ababa discourages entry of people from Amhara region as well. Because there are obviously more opportunities available in Addis Ababa, economic opportunities. Perhaps that is why youth tries to enter Addis Ababa. And it is one of those cities of Ethiopia which is less ethnic, you can say, where people are Addis Ababans. How will Tigrayans enter Addis Ababa? How will they reach Addis Ababa from Tigray if they want to go there for some personal activities, for some business-related activities? All flights are booked or no booking available. Secondly, fuel is entering Tigray. Good news from Tigray is that in several places, fuel tankers have arrived in Tigray. And 4 out of 15 fuel stations in Mekelle, Tigray's capital, have received fuel supplies. 60 birrs per liter is the price of petrol, and 66 birrs per liter is the price of diesel in Tigray. This price was above 100 a few days ago. But now when fuel is entering Tigray, people of Tigray will be able to purchase fuel, and you could see Tigray streets with vehicles once again. Tigray streets were without vehicles. Tigray roads without vehicles for months. But now when fuel is entering, hopefully things will improve in coming days. Second, viewers, Ethiopia has appointed State Minister of Foreign Affairs. His name is Misganu Areka, newly appointed. You can see his picture. It was being rumored that Getachew could be Ethiopian Minister of Foreign Affairs. This appointment is to the position of State Minister of Foreign Affairs. I think Damake is not State Minister of Foreign Affairs. He is Federal Minister for Foreign Affairs and Deputy Prime Minister as well. But State Minister's position is occupied now. Misganu Erega has been appointed. So all were rumors about Getachew's appointment as Minister of Foreign Affairs, or he might replace Damake Mekonnen, though I don't see him being appointed as Minister of Foreign Affairs. Thirdly, viewers, Oromo region of Ethiopia, where more than 2 weeks ago we saw clashes in East Valaga, Kiramo, Angergutan. Dozens were killed in the clashes. Most of the killed were Oromos. Armed ethnic Amharas and Oromia region forces, OLA fighters, they clashed. Ethnic Oromos were killed, ethnic Amharas were killed as well, and ethnic Amharas were displaced as well. And for the past 24 hours, reports are coming in about resumption of violence in Kiramo, where we saw violence more than 3 weeks ago as well. It is being claimed by some Amharic news sources that Oromia region's forces are attacking ethnic Amharas who were displaced from other parts of Oromia and who are now at camps in Kiramo, but they're being attacked. Oromia forces opened fire at these ethnic Amharas. Ethnic Amharas locals are armed now. Oromia region's forces are trying to disarm them. It's difficult. Kiramo is not far away from Amhara Oromia border. People receive support from Amhara. Sometimes it is said, it is accused by some parties that weapons are being supplied to ethnic Amharas. However, they are buying weapons, but they are arming themselves on local level. You don't have central setup of armed groups like Fano has some central setups in, not central, regional setups, which have been dismantled largely. So in Valaga, ethnic Amharas don't have central organization which is arming people. No, they are local militias, like people of a village are armed. They're protecting themselves. They say that OLA fighters could kill them, OLA forces could kill them. So they are armed locally. And fighting is between these ethnic Amharas, locally armed, and Oromo region's forces, which want to disarm these ethnic Amharas. And some say they want to expel these ethnic Amharas too. Oromo regional government denies the allegation that it is pushing ethnic Amharas out of Valaga, but it has been happening. Thousands of ethnic Amharas from Valaga, they have been displaced into Amhara region. So who is pushing them out of Valaga? Valaga is not barren. Valaga is able to sustain these people. But if they are leaving Valaga, it means there are security issues. That is why they are forced to flee the zone, Valaga zone. Lastly, was Eritrea, which is one of the largest sulfate of potash reserves at Colluli Potash project. And for more than a decade, an Australian company has been working on extraction of precious potash at this project. Danakali is the name of the company. it had 50% share in this project, 50% owned by Eritrean National Mining Corporation, (NAMCO). But this Australian company has sold 50% of its shares to a Chinese company. Sichuan Road and Bridge Group is the name of Chinese company. Last year, we broke this news, I think. Last year, we reported this news that Danakali was selling some of its shares to a Chinese company. Now, an agreement has been signed between Danakali, Australian company, and Sichuan Road and Bridge Group of China. 50% of Australian companies' shares are being bought by Chinese company. Will this expedite the work on this project? That remains to be seen. Eritrean government is not in a position to fund this project. To expedite the extraction, and Australian company is selling shit, it means that it is a problem as well. Can China expedite the extraction? That remains to be seen. China has now its economic presence in entire Africa. While US Africa trade declined in the past decade or so, China Africa trade rose. China has investments in Ethiopian infrastructural projects, and they are investing in Eritrea as well, in other neighboring countries too. All over Africa, China is expanding its economic influence. Eritrea could not make the most of its natural reserves, uh, maybe due to sanctions from Europe and US, and due to some internal issues as well. Now, when China is showing interest in developing this mine, maybe Eritrea could benefit from it more. Otherwise, the country is heavily reliant on diaspora. Remittances from abroad are playing a key role in supporting Eritrean economy, while Eritrea has precious reserves of potash and other minerals. Thank you for watching.